The Bering Strait, a gateway between worlds. Nestled between the easternmost point of Asia and the westernmost tip of North America, the Bering Strait is one of the most historically and geographically significant waterways on Earth. Stretching about 85 kilometers, 53 miles, wide at its narrowest point, it separates Russia, specifically the Chukotka Peninsula in Siberia, from Alaska, United States. Despite its relatively modest size, the Bering Strait has served as a vital corridor for human migration, cultural exchange, and ecological transformation for tens of thousands of years. A brief history of the Bering Strait. The Bering Strait is named after Vitus Bering, a Danish explorer who sailed under the Russian flag in the 18th century. In 1728, Bering led an expedition funded by Peter the Great to explore the waters between Asia and North America. His voyage through what would later be called the Bering Strait confirmed that Asia and North America were not connected by land, at least not in his time. However, long before Bering's discovery, the strait had played a vital role in the prehistoric migration of humans. During the last glacial maximum, about 20,000 years ago, sea levels were significantly lower, exposing a vast landmass known as Beringia. This land bridge connected Siberia and Alaska, allowing early humans, animals, and plants to migrate between continents. The Bering Land Bridge theory, widely supported by archaeologists and geneticists, suggests that the first peoples to inhabit the Americas crossed this land bridge from Asia roughly 15,000 to 20,000 years ago. These ancient migrants eventually spread throughout North and South America, becoming the ancestors of today's indigenous peoples. As glaciers melted and sea levels rose, Beringia was submerged, leaving the narrow Bering Strait as we know it today. Though the land bridge disappeared, the strait remained an important passage for marine wildlife and, later, for European and Russian explorers seeking new territories and trade routes. 10 amazing facts about the Bering Strait. 1. It connects two continents. The Bering Strait is the only natural division between the continents of Asia and North America. It acts as a narrow maritime boundary between Russia and the United States, a physical representation of both separation and connection. 2. You can technically walk from Russia to Alaska. In winter, when the sea freezes, a very brave and well-prepared adventurer could cross the Bering Strait on foot over the ice floes, though it's extremely dangerous due to shifting ice and harsh weather. Some have even swum across it in specially prepared expeditions. 3. Home to the Diomede Islands. In the middle of the Bering Strait lie two islands, Big Diomede, Russia, and Little Diomede, USA. They are only about 4 kilometers, 2.5 miles, apart, but are separated by the international date line, so they are literally a day apart in time. 4. A natural migration highway. The Bering Strait and the surrounding region serve as a critical migratory route for birds, whales, and other marine animals, particularly during seasonal movements between the Pacific and Arctic Oceans. 5. It played a role in Cold War tensions. During the Cold War, the Bering Strait was considered a potential flashpoint between the United States and the Soviet Union. Despite its remoteness, it became a symbolic boundary between two superpowers. 6. A proposed tunnel or bridge has been imagined. There have been several proposals to build a Bering Strait bridge or tunnel that would connect Russia and Alaska. While such a project would be a monumental engineering feat, extreme weather, political tensions, and cost have made it unfeasible, at least for now. 7. Beringia was once larger than Texas. At its greatest extent, the Bering Land Bridge, Beringia, was around 1,000 miles, 1,600 kilometers, wide from north to south. This ancient landmass was a vast tundra ecosystem, home to mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and early human communities. 8. It's a cultural crossroads. Indigenous peoples, such as the Yupik, Chukchi, and Inupiat, have lived in the region surrounding the Bering Strait for thousands of years. They share cultural and linguistic ties that predate modern national boundaries. 9. Rich in marine life and resources. The waters of the Bering Strait are teeming with marine biodiversity. Species such as walruses, bowhead whales, seals, and various fish make it a vital ecosystem. It's also rich in natural resources, including oil and gas, though extraction is controversial due to environmental concerns. 10. Climate change is transforming it. The Bering Strait is one of the regions most affected by climate change. Melting sea ice, changing migration patterns, and warming ocean temperatures are transforming the ecosystem, threatening traditional ways of life for indigenous communities and wildlife. The Bering Strait today and tomorrow. In the 21st century, the Bering Strait remains a place of mystery, environmental significance, and geopolitical interest. Climate change has made the region more accessible, raising the prospect of increased shipping, resource exploitation, and international disputes. At the same time, it has brought new challenges for the people and animals that rely on the Arctic's delicate balance. International cooperation in the region is critical. Treaties and agreements have been signed to manage fisheries, protect marine life, and ensure the rights of indigenous peoples are respected. Yet, political tensions between the U.S. and Russia continue to loom over any long-term collaborative efforts. Despite these modern complications, the Bering Strait is more than just a geopolitical line on a map. It is a living testament to Earth's deep history, a frozen corridor that once welcomed the first humans into a new world. Its legacy continues in the cultures that inhabit its coasts, the animals that pass through its waters, and the scientific quests to understand our shared past. In a time when borders and boundaries dominate headlines, the Bering Strait reminds us that we are, and always have been, connected by nature.